Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Limbus Company. We are back and continuing forward into the next section. I looked through these, and they're not that interesting, so I don't really care. And they were also automatically completed, so I didn't even have to look at them. But we're not missing anything. So we're finally here, eh? Oh yeah, I forgot to do his voice. Heathcliff looked out the rattling bus window with a dour expression. Though it wasn't raining, the world outside was gray and opaque, like an overcast sky. Black, pungent clouds of smoke had long devoured the atmosphere. So this is the kind of place Heathcliff used to roam. The color remains gray this deep into the heart of the back streets. I recall with quite the certitude that the T-Corp I arrived at after my departure from S-Corp was sepia-hued. This phenomenon can be explained by the fact that the technology used to drain our saturation is situated at the center of T-Corp. It has been reported that such variations in hue may occur in areas further away from its sphere of influence. Ah, I understand then. Two other sinners immediately jumped in on the conversation directed away from whichever obscure subjects Yi-Song and Faust were about to steer into. Oh, right. I had something to ask you guys. Oh, yeah, me too. What? I mean, yeah, that's, oh yeah, the buildings here look a little different from where Yi-Song used to live. So I'm just wondering if there's anything up with that. Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to ask. It's been a while since we started on this journey together. I was starting to grow more comfortable with the sinners. Maybe that's why I found Gregor and Rhodey's valiant effort to keep this conversation remotely comprehensible to most occupants of the bus pretty amusing. Allow me to elaborate then. To discuss this subject, we must first... Yi-Song, unknowingly shooting down their effort by jumping onto another complicated discussion, was another side I'd become familiar with. While I was curious about the technology T-Corp uses to drain our colors, and about the behind-the-scenes of T-Corp's operations, it wasn't something that could be answered now. I decided to table that discussion for later. Instead, I approached Heathcliff. He was sitting on his lonesome, clearly in deep thought. Clockhead. Still racking your head about what to wear to the Wuthering Heights? What? I don't know, it's nothing like that. Heathcliff protested, jumping up from his seat. Looks like I hit the nail right on the head. Fine, I was. A little bit, but I was mostly reminiscing. I do remember hearing that Heathcliff used to live in the back streets. A part of some syndicate, if I recall correctly. Virgilius did say that we were going through the back streets instead of going straight to the T-Corp nest for a reason, and that it was because of the company's orders. Well, maybe there's something for us to do here. Heathcliff did spend some time in T-Corp back streets, after all. Maybe we'll run into a golden bough here. No chance. If the golden bough was as common as any other twig in some back streets, why'd we be doing any of this globe-trotting waste of time? Yeah, you make a fair point. Besides, Wuthering Heights is quite the manor in more ways than one. You won't find it anywhere near some run-down back streets like this. There's a chasm of wealth between these poor alleyway sods and them. After all, they sent me an invitation. Quite obnoxious that we'll find our golden bough in that manor, isn't it? Or at least somewhere in the same nest. Correct. We will eventually travel to T-Corp's nest. Heathcliff continued to speak in a low voice. The hubbub from outside the bus seemed to blend with his words, turning into a mass of murmurs. There was a sort of commotion outside. Before we talk about Before we talk about wherever our final... our eventual destination is, we'll have to clear the road of some blockage. Okay. Your intuition is half right, Heathcliff. Heathcliff, who was muttering to himself in an uncharacteristic daze, jolted awake. Bloody hell. What's wrong with you and Vroom Vroom, lass? Not that you ever do anything with proper forewarning. I simply did not see the necessity of warning you. Anyway, those outside the bus are our targets. Targets? I do believe that he means to say that they must be eliminated. I feel compelled to let you know that it is not the only implication of the word target, though I am yet to be informed of the precise details of this mission, that is. Regardless, you are to make contact with a target among them. Find the target, then extract the necessary intel. Is this clear enough for you, manager? Yeah, how are we supposed to find this target if you're not going to tell us who it is? Dante asked if there are any identifying characteristics to this target. I'm sure you'll find out when you get there. You're asking me questions I have no answers to, Dante. Don't waste your time. Well, off the bus, all. I was somewhat wary of the way Virgilius answered me, but even in murky situations like these, we've always managed to pull through anyway. I'm sure things will get a little clearer when we get there. I slowly disembarked the bus with the rest of the sinners. All right. Well, I don't know anything about this Kanto, or what to expect. Strife, apparently. I must expect strife. Oh yeah. What's our lineup looking like? Bam, 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 bam. I haven't used this identity yet. Jesus Christ. Well, I know that you're a banger. And I am pretty confident that you're also a banger, but I have no idea. There's too many identities, too little time. I guess we'll go with Ishmael. And by Ishmael, I mean we're going to try out Heathcliff. You know what, Heathcliff? Welcome to the team. Hey, man. Show your merit. All right? This could be a permanent position for you. That one's heading your way, Anarchy. Don't worry about me. I'll handle him. Try not to get yourself killed. You got that? What a mess. We walked out of the bus and right into what appeared to be a battlefield of a violent gang war. Black cloaks flutter under the gray sky, and bloodthirsty blades clash violently. The bus had stopped not even 30 paces away from the thick of the battle. They're the Kurokumo Clan? Kurokumo Clan, I've heard of them before. I'm sure we had some identities from that syndicate. Some identity cards said Wakashu, too. They're a pretty large subsidiary of an even larger syndicate called the Thumb. I think the identities wore similar outfits to the ones they're wearing here. I think you're right, but who are they fighting? It's gotta be a strife. Heathcliff replied in a monotone voice like he was reading from an encyclopedia. It ain't a rare sight to see the syndicates fighting one another in the back streets. Must be something about street tax or some other trivial turf dispute. Leeches, blood-sucking curs seeking to oppress and exploit the weak with violence. Fie, there is nary a place these scum do not infest. It ain't anything new, lass. Most syndicates are like that. The only difference between them is how far they're willing to go. Like, right, there he is. Looks like that one over there, the one walking right at us. Heathcliff raised his bat and pointed it at the approaching man. He wore the same outfit as the other Kurokumo clan members. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I hope so. The hell are you looking at? Crowding like here you're starting... Wait, crowding like you're here to start shit. Gonna keep pointing that bat at me? You want to go? Is that it? Lower your weapon. Let's not do anything rash. No need to escalate this further, is there? Otis stepped in to warn Heathcliff, but he did not budge. He remained motionless, the bat still raised and pointing threateningly at the other man. I'm totally reading so bad today. It's kind of awful. Won't matter what we do here. It's a foregone conclusion. That we're gonna have to fight him? Right on, lad. They're in the middle of a strife. They'll be real sensitive about making it clear that this is their turf. What better way to do it than forcing some unwitting travelers to pay their toll for the road? Looks like we got a smart one here. Oh, they're all British. I'm not doing all of them as British. I'm sorry. The Kurokumo Clan henchman strutted before us like he owned the place. Just as I begin to wonder about how dumb you could possibly be, you show your shrewd detective side. Gotta say, it's a real mystery. Ishmael muttered at Heathcliff, who was shrugging at us with an expression that clearly read, I told you so. Well, since it looks like you clowns already know how this works, let me get straight to the point. The toll is 500,000 on per person. 500,000 on? Let's see here. 1, 2... Right, I count 13 of you here, and since you guys all rode in on a bus, I'm sure there's a driver in there too. Don't just skimp out on us now. I'd like it if we didn't have to make this business messy by going through the bus ourselves. Did you hear that, Dante? This is totally a highway robbery. Yeah, it kind of is, isn't it? Well, it didn't really matter how much they were asking for. I wasn't going to negotiate with them anyway. Ishmael turned and looked quietly in my direction. I nodded back. Halt! There, in that field of battle. Don Quixote pointed at something. There lies a wounded dame. We must make haste and rescue her. That would agree, no? Just as Don Quixote said, I could catch a glimpse of someone bleeding out on the ground through the chaos of clashing blades and black cloaks. Oi! What'd I say about this justice rubbish? This is a syndicate turf war, yeah? No one's more or less honorable than the other. Agreed. There's no complicated mathematics to expect unnecessary allied casualties in this effort should we involve ourselves in this conflict. Alas, I do not wish to leave her behind so undefended. I guess it's an improvement. In the early days of our adventures, we would have been dragged into this conflict 5 minutes ago thanks to Don Quixote's recklessly valiant rescue attempt. I suppose she's learned her lessons by trial of fire. She was starting to show restraint for once. It's a bit different this time. Okay, so I don't think we have to help that woman, but... Oh! What? Manager, I didn't think that this was the... Wait, I didn't think that this was what that nod was about. No. I'm not saying that we should get involved because it's the right thing to do or anything like that. If Virgilius was telling us the truth earlier, there's a chance that we were purposely made to drive through this strife, which means that there must be something here they're expecting us to find. They always put us in danger's way for a reason, after all. I just have a feeling the wounded woman might have something to tell us. Maybe an intel of some kind? And if it turns out that we were supposed to get that intel from the Kurokumo Clan and not that woman, then I suppose we'll have to beat it out of them. Oh-ho. Marvelous, Executive Manager. I, Otis, am actually awestruck by your genius. Actually? What, is she trying to... Wait. Fuck. Actually? What, is she trying to... Okay, I'm not even gonna bother. I don't like the way you're treating the Kurokumo Clan like we're some pack of dogs. And don't think I missed that sympathetic look you gave her, which could only mean that you clowns are chummy with the Blade lineage. I could practically hear our negotiations. Not that I was going to negotiate. Falling apart as the man drew his blade. A rational deliberation followed by a sensible decision. I will return my appreciation for your magnificent leadership with a flawless victory. All units prepare for battle. Yeah. God, I just can't read today. I think it's because I'm going too fast. Oh well. Surely I can't be butchering them so bad that they're unable to follow. Alright, team, have at it. I'm really just interested in whether or not Heathcliff is about to be a mainstay. Hey, buddy, you do well here. Hey, you could have a spot on the team permanently. It's just like Sinclair. This is where Sinclair started, you know? He made his way, proved his merit. His identity kicks ass, too. It's such a good identity for Yisong. So is the barber for Otis. It's also pretty good. Okay. I mean, that looked cool as fuck, but I don't know if it was all that powerful. Yeah, all right. Look, hey man, you impressed me a little bit. That was cool, but are you really killing people, or are you just playing with them? Damn. All right, you guys need to stop coming out of here. Here, let's just put an end to this really quick. The multi-target hit from Don Quixote as well is also pretty fucking great. Nice, good. Okay, that guy's dead. That guy's dead. And the rest of them are also dead. Nice. Oh. Nah, we got him. Alright, well done, team. Well done, well done. I can't believe there's still more. That's insane to me. Alright, we got one of them. We might have to take a second turn to kill them, but... I know that one for sure is dead. I think he might be the only one. Now we got another one. Okay. Nah, we're done. Easy. Well done, team. Good hustle. S.A.D. All bark, no bite. Truly a disappointment. While the rest of the sinners were slowly recovering from the excitement of battle, Don Quixote did not waste a second before bolting forth to the woman's side. Hark! Art thou? I must check thy pulse. Oh, you can check her pulse through her forehead? I didn't know that was possible. Oh, the lady lives! Ugh, so this last is the intel we need. The sinners one by one began to gather around the woman. She was dressed in an all-black garb like the Kurokumo Clan members, but her weapon and her outfit were unmistakably distinct. Blade lineage, huh? I looked around at the defeated Kurokumo Clan members, then back at her. The difference became even more apparent. Don Quixote slowly and tragically shook her head after checking the pulse on others. Executive Manager, I have questioned some Kurokumo Clan members during the battle, but no notable intelligence have been gained. So just her then. I hope my gut feelings prove me right. The lady doth appear to be the sole survivor. We must remove her to the bus and administer first aid post-haste. What dost thou say to that? Alright, I guess. We don't carry a first aid with us, and I can't turn the clock to heal her, so... Mersault, you mind carrying her back to the bus? I do not. Thus, we made our way back to the bus, Mersault carrying the dying Blade lineage member. I see that you've hauled in another baggage. Virgilius did not seem very happy about this. Manager, since when did bringing in unauthorized, unverified guests into our bus become such an acceptable practice? Alright, look, we didn't have a choice. We had to save her if we were going to get answers from her. Dante explains that this individual will be of no use to us deceased. If she carries the intel we need, then we must first ensure that she survives. On that, Faust agrees with Dante's decision. What's done is done. However, do be mindful of bringing in strangers onto this bus from now on, Dante. I had a feeling that Virgilius had much more to say than that, but he simply sighed and dropped the subject. Well, I believe that Manager Esquire hath made a decision most just. Alright, thanks. Just as I was starting to dread that this bus was doomed to be eternally uncomfortable, Yisong emerged from the back door with the good news. I have done what I can, now... And before he even finished his sentence, the woman was awake. Wow. I wonder who it is. What could they tell us? There's 12 levels here. 5.513. Oh, I see. I was like, should we not be on 3 here? No, in fact, we are on 13 because it's picking up from where we left off after the gnomes. Of course, how silly of me. I'm not sold yet on Heathcliff, by the way. He's still got proving to do. Where? TB. Welcome to the bus. And we are an Odachi? Huh. The blade lineage woman sprang from her prone position, grabbing the sword next to her. She held the grip of her blade, ready to draw it at any moment. Identify yourselves. Are you with the Kurokumo Clan? No. So we're... Then why does that woman yield an Odachi? She will not listen. We should kill her. Okay, Ryoshu, calm down. She pisses me off for 2 reasons. 1, she refused to listen, making this conversation longer than it needed to be. 2, she dared to compare their scrap metals to my blade. Is there any reason for me not to proceed with her OOF clock? Okay, yes. She can't tell us anything if she's dead. Ugh. Ryoshu often shows bursts of emotions in the most unexpected times, but at least she listens when I ask her to, which is a relief. I suppose your blade is not exactly like theirs. Your uniform is certainly different. And who might you be? You certainly wear a rather loud timepiece. Are you unable to communicate otherwise? They are our manager. Their vocalizations will not reach your ears. Okay. I recognize the scent your voice carries. It's familiar. What the fuck does that mean? Even in the districts that I have resided, I have not met fellows who speak as I do. Speak as you do indeed, yet I sense familiarity in your choice of verbiage. You must be from District 19, S-Corp, are you? Though I have fled, that is where I hail from. I see, so you have also left your home behind. My compatriots oft share the same fate as we do. Perhaps meeting someone from the same same home district helped. One visibly reacts before slumping down onto a nearby chair. Her breathing was labored. My name is Yisong. I have operated on the wounds you have suffered. Ah, so I have acted with such brutishness despite your kindness. Please accept my apologies. Call me Engdu. I am a Salsu from the lineage that deals in blades. Ooh, Dante, maybe we can leave the talking to Yisong this time? Yeah, looks like he's got it. I nodded, replying quickly to Rhodia's whispers. If you're from District 19 S-Corp territory, then you must be aware of who we are. I am somewhat aware, though I am far from acquainted with tales from the streets. I have heard that the blade lineage is bound to no master, no land. Yet whence do you flee? It is a tale far too long to be shared in full. All I may divulge is that we had no choice but to seek territory for us to thrive in. Perhaps there is aught that we could do to assist, should you deign to impart us the particulars of your pursuers. Engdu shot a sweeping glance at all of us. Her eyes appeared heavy with crushing exhaustion. If you and your fellows were skilled enough to defeat this group of foes, then all of you must be quite capable. Kurokumo Clan has put a bounty on our heads. Our mentors, my fellows, all of us. Hold on. This ain't just some other strife then. That sounds more personal than your usual turf war. As it has always been, District 19 is fraught with corruption and disturbance to the lives of the public. There is very little that us men and women of the Blade, who seek not else but to train and walk the path of martial arts, can do to change the wing known as, SA or S Corp. I'm not even trying. As the old saying goes, what other choice does a monk who abhors his temple have but to leave it behind? Thus we have departed from our home. So the people of S Corp suffer still. We had departed in search of a new home, yet it was no easy journey. Most territories have already been made home by others. In order for us to settle, conflict was unavoidable. In the midst of those conflicts, I have the memory of our mentor bringing us an invitation to enter a library of sorts. Oh, do I know you? I don't feel like I do. Virgilius, who had been sitting quietly with one leg over the other on a chair far from the rest of us, visibly reacted. I think I remember the word library always got a genuine reaction out of Virgilius. You have the memory. Quite an odd way to phrase your own recollections. Well, we arrived at the library hoping to escape the Kurokumo Clan's clutches, but all we had done was lead ourselves into another field of battle. We were handily defeated. Then all of a sudden, we found ourselves stranded in the back streets of T-Corp upon our waking. The bizarreness of such an experience can only be described by an expression just as odd. Ah! Mentor Bamboo had it. Oh, fuck. I remember that guy. Her eyes suddenly widened mid-sentence, and Du leaped from her seat. Oh, I remember that guy. That guy was really good identity. But I don't remember if he was difficult or not. I hope not, because it's going to suck. I believe that our mentor remains there still. We must make haste to Yongjin Building. Be not so hasty. Such wild movements may tear the wounds that I have... Ah! Huh? What the heck? Is she dead? It is no surprise that a sudden rise in blood pressure in lieu of blood supply would cause one to faint. She has merely lost her consciousness. Oh. You're right, manager. She did have some useful intel for us. Yongjin Building. I suppose we have some business there then. Maybe, but I don't know. I mean, I have no idea what this has to do with our mission, if anything. Or maybe it's that library that we should... Danger. Danger. Bunch of people in Mephi's way, swinging swords around, black clothes. Passengers move out, protect Mephi. Executive manager, they appear to be the Kurokumo Clan's reinforcements. Alright, well, what can we do? We'll have to think about this later. For now, let's take care of the reinforcements. Okay. Easy, easy. They're about to face the unbridled rage of the whole of our team. How many people do I have to kill? 11? That's insane. I'm gonna be here all day. It's actually not that bad. They kill people pretty quick. Alright. Alright, Blade lineage. Let me look up while this is running. Let's see, Blade lineage. No, it's not Blade lineage. Bamboo Hatted Kim. Right. Okay, you do this in the background. Oh, I see. Well, I've accidentally spoiled myself, it seems, but that's okay. Right. I just wanted to see him in Library of Arena, not Limbus Company. There he is. Bamboo Hatted Kim. Okay, yeah. No, I definitely, absolutely 100% used his thing for a while. Let me see if, I'm trying to see what he, like, the people he came with, too. First appearance. Okay, yeah, you got, whoa, big moving coming. Let me stay and watch this. Never mind. Never mind. False alarm. No, I don't see, can't see the people that he came with. I don't know how to get there, or if it's even here. I have no idea. I was trying to see if she was name dropped, but it doesn't look like it. That's alright. Well done, team. Well done. I did see a spoiler, but I'm going to refrain from saying it aloud because some of you guys may not know the spoilers, so... we'll simply move on. What time are we at? 25 minutes? This will probably be the last one that we do then. Let me collect my stuff real quick. I actually thought that was going to be enough to get over. Apparently it is not. That's okay. Nope. All right, clear in 10 turns. We got it. I'm not worried.
깨끗한 세계를 세우라.
Oh,
대부분
well,
분야에서
have at 'em,
최고의
team.
성능을 내는 AI지만 응원에는 조금 더 준비 시간이 필요합니다. 공감의 영역은 잘 쓰지 않았던
Oh my
때문에
god.
일단 먼지를
There's so much
털어내야
happening right
하거든요.
now. What the fuck was that? That was crazy.
비틀거리고 있는 개체가 보입니다.
It looked like a giant horse.
이전까지 있었던 대부분의 관리자들이 이 타임에서 결정적인 일격을 지시하곤 했죠.
It doesn't not look like this identity of Heathcliff is actually pulling his weight all that much.
야호. 이기는 편, 우리 편.
I think we might need to replace him.
잠든 그대를
I'm not
승객이
impressed.
짝꿍 한방 먹였어.
떼어내주지.
완벽한 한방. 시원한 걸.
That guy's dead. Otis's identity is very good. The barber is kind of kicking ass, I can't lie. All of these Mancha Land ones are pretty fucking great.
개체를 꿰뚫었습니다.
Bro.
참고로
Couldn't even kill that guy? Alright. You're done. You're done. That's the last straw. Good hit. Nice. That guy's also getting fucked up. Yeah, I mean, it looks cool, but it doesn't do very much damage. It does, like, no damage at all, actually. He rolled a 17, he did 15 damage.
야호.
You're not impressing me here, Heathcliff.
편.
This is why you're not on the team. This is why you're very quickly about to be removed once again. Now that is insane. That was crazy.
다 죽어라.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, Heathcliff, you're out. Sorry, not sorry. We returned to the bus after dispatching the Kurokumo Clan members that attacked the bus. Who the fuck are you? Only to be greeted by an unfamiliar face. There was a woman sitting in the frontmost seat of our bus. Interesting guide. I believe that we've, this is Otis. I believe that we've both made it quite clear that no guests are to board the bus without prior consultation. That discussion was not even made an hour ago, in fact. Yes, we did. No outsiders, to be exact. Isn't it clear as day to who she is? I noticed that she was wearing a familiar uniform with the logo clear emblazoned on her chest. Are you from the LCCB? LCCA, the after team, Manager Clock. Right, I can see that she was wearing a red emblem on her shoulder. Well, also given the fact her whole outfit is red, but... Okay, I didn't realize that was going to be so short. Huh? Wait, can she hear what you're saying? No. Don't have any talent in TikTok interpretation either. But it was pretty easy to tell with that blank, stupid look they were giving me. Alright, fuck you too, bitch. Don't you even have the common decency to mince your... Ishmael scowled, about to tell the woman off, until she coughed and collected herself. Maybe she suddenly recalled her old attitude. I'm Team Leader Kaiman, Limbus Company Clearance After Team, Normal Operations Unit 2. I don't even think I've seen any of... I don't think I've ever seen anyone from the After Team in person. Oh, of course not. All that them blokes do is sweeping in to pick up the spoils after we've done all the hard work. Let me set some things straight, Backstreet's mud. Huh? The After Team is charged with cleaning up the mess you ungrateful wastes of lives leave behind. Sweeping in to pick up the spoils? No, we do the very difficult work of sweeping your stinking shit under the rug. Wastes of lives? Is that how you guys see us? Oh, that's not all. Waste of lives, bumper cars, the most expensive bus in the world, meat shields, maniacs with more luck than they deserved, and then some. Doesn't seem like the most relevant conversation topic for now, though. You better change your tone now. If you give me one reason to, then I will. Unfortunately, it's my personal philosophy to be stubbornly set in my ways unless I'm given a good reason to change. Sure, it's your job to collect the golden boughs no matter what, but I'm having a lot of trouble scrounging up even an ounce of respect for a group of half-wit idiots who don't give a damn about people who have to clean up after them. That's enough, Team Leader Kaiman. Very well. I wasn't sent here to reprimand them. I'm here to relay the orders from the head office. Kaiman produced an envelope, opened it, and pulled out a paper from within. She began to read it out loud. LCB, additional mission assignment prior to T-Corp Golden Bough retrieval operation. 1. Eliminate and or secure the distortion in the area. 2. Recover the monolith, an artifact in the shape of a black stele from the same site. A monolith? What's this now? distortion? Are you saying that they've already distorted? I don't know. Limbus Company clearance is not part of this extra operation. I was merely ordered to relay this information to you as I happen to be taking care of some other job at T-Corp. I believe that our one and only mission was to cover the Golden Bows, since when did it become our job to play errand boy fixers? Since now. Besides, I don't see what the difference is between an average errand boy and your team. All you ever do is picking up and delivering the Golden Bows, no? All you ever do is pick up and deliver the Golden Bows, is what I should say. Right. I guess the after team is full of grouches like you, huh? Rodian grumbled like she was imagining a department full of Kaimans. Kaiman quietly took a sweeping look at the complaining sinner, and then approached me. Manager Clock. Uh-huh. Can't hear what you're saying anyway, so just listen. Allow me to kindly explain some things for you and your minions, since all of you appear to be out of the loop. Kaiman crossed her arms and leaned against the bus seat as though she was about to start a lecture. LCP's primary objective is to retrieve the Golden Bows, yes? Can't deny that. But parading around telling everyone that Limbus Company specializes in retrieving Golden Bows would be stupid, don't you agree? And it's not exactly the most lucrative business, if at all. I suppose so. I've been wondering about the company's finances for a while. Where do we even get our funding from? Well, there's no need for you to concern yourself with the company's finances. We have much more than enough capital to do whatever we want. What the company really lacks, however, is public standing and a cause. Cause. Limbus Company decided to find our cause in distortions. No significant organization has yet taken charge of managing instances of the distortion phenomenon. Fast told me some time ago that it hasn't been long since the distortions began appearing in the city. Limbus Company is building our reputation as a professional distortion prevention and control company that doubles as a research center for the distortion phenomena, which means that we need to produce real results, in more ways than one, that is. I did hear that this epidemic of distortion phenomena can be pretty annoying to deal with. No one has properly defined what these distortions truly are. This means that not many are willing to jump into dealing with this new phenomenon blind. We did hear that some are preparing to launch an association primarily dealing with distortions, but that's all it is, an association. We intend to deal with it on a corporate level. Right, but how's any of that our business? What reason do we have to go out of our way to tussle with those distortions? Here's how it's your business. The order came all the way from the top, the highest authority of our company. Don't they teach you how to follow orders in the slums? That does it. You're not leaving this bus alive. Manager. Kaiman ignored Heathcliff, who was visibly fuming, and turned to face me. My attitude towards your minions, and the company's attitude toward them. It all depends on the choices you make, and your leadership. With that, she produced an envelope from under her arm and handed it over. At the end of the day, though, the choice is yours. Your men aren't completely wrong. If you would like to focus solely on your primary mission, the Golden Bows, then fine. It's not like the company is going to kick you and your meat shields out. But do understand that the company's treatment of the sinners may change depending on what you decide to do here. Virgilius listens quietly, his eyes shut. Now then, Red Gaze, I'll be taking my leave now. Until next time. Fine, but next time, I'd prefer it if you would watch your language. These meat shields are still under my guidance, so try not to disturb me as well, Well, that depends on what the manager does, doesn't it? Excuse me. She left, leaving nothing but awkward silence behind. She gone? Fly prick. After that brief moment of quiet, everyone began sighing and complaining as though they'd just been ungagged. Almost burst a blood vessel listening to all that. Ugh, thought I'd soften with my temper with age. Well, so good work for keeping things non-violent, guys. I don't think she said anything wrong, though. I found her manner of speech quite convenient. There was no need to unnecessarily read between the lines. I had little trouble understanding her and organizing my thoughts accordingly. Well, I guess that's one way of looking at things. Anyway, she's right that we really don't have much to say in the matter. If the company asks us to do our jobs, we do our jobs. I don't have anything to add myself. I have no issues with following orders. Alright, I agree with you guys. I try my best to cheer up the sinners as I open the envelope she left behind. Not much of a note was in there. On one old-fashioned walkie-talkie, a bunch of signed and stamped paperwork, and... Mission location. Yongjin Building. Let's go, Karan. Yongjin, right, Verge? Got it. I'm feeling it. Beep, beep. Here we go. Vroom, vroom. Judging by their lack of surprise, both Karan and Virgilius already knew where to go. And the bus took off. All right. Well, that was wonderful. What a lovely woman. I think we're going to call it an episode here. This seems like a good stopping place. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a thumbs down. If you'd like to see more, consider subscribing. I upload daily at 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock. As always, hope you'll have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next episode. So long, everybody.